Hello and welcome to Matchday Live. Now we are in the TalkTalk studio today as we face Cheltenham Town here at the Peninsula Stadium. I've got a special guest with me. I've got Grace Pomfret from Salford City Lionesses. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
That's good. Now, are you looking forward to the game?
I am. I think it's going to be a very good game for the lads, and I do think it's going to be a tester for them. So I do think it's going to be very competition in a way. So definitely. I do think it's going to be a good game to watch.
Fans from both teams are saying it's going to be quite a tough battle today, and that's kind of what you're getting, isn't it? That competitive side.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now, do you think that we have a good chance today? We've got the lineup here. There's some surprises in the lineup. We were hearing this week that Ashton might have a slight injury, but he is starting today. So that is great news for Salford City fans. You Armies have been worried about whether Ashton is going to be involved or not, and he is starting. So let me know in your comments what your thoughts are on that. As well as that, on the bench, we have quite an exciting news in that side of it too. We've got James Wilson is back from injury in this team today. Now, do you think that's really good news, fans? Do you think they will kind of be the dangers for Cheltenham?
I do think so, especially if he does come on, because he is a very unique player. He has a very unique style of play, and I do think that it does throw teams off. So I do think it might be a danger for today's team.
Hopefully it'll be very, very good. Now, today is also our game in aid of Rainbow Laces Stonewall's campaign too. Now, I have got my laces on right here, on my boots, supporting their campaign in store. We are supporting today with the corner flags that are in Rainbow too, so check it out on the Insta story too, because we're having a little behind the scenes of what's going on in today's game as well. Before the game, the players will also have the pennant with the rainbow flags on it too. So it's a very, very important cause. Now, if you want to find out more about what Rainbow Laces is all about, take a look at their campaign video right here.
Sport is a huge part of my life.
I love it. The atmosphere, the excitement, the tension and the pain.
Does it matter that I'm gay, lesbian,
bi,
trans?
No matter who you are, we should all be free to enjoy the thing that we love.
As fans, as players.
but not everyone can?
Of course she's a lesbian, she plays football.
You're all a bunch of anyway.
You're a
Those words, they don't just hurt us, they hurt everyone.
They make lesbian and gay, bisexual and trans, players and fans feel unwelcome and unsafe.
Call them out. Report them. We're stronger united.
This weekend, I'll be lacing up to support Stonewall's Rainbow Laces campaign.
Let's all stand together against homophobia and show the world that sport is everyone's game.
So that is what Stonewall UK's Rainbow Laces campaign is all about. It's all about the inclusivity really, and I wanted to ask you, from your personal perspective, do you think it's a great campaign?
I do, because at the end of the day it's supporting people who want to be themselves and be open, and I think it is a really positive outlook on today's society, and it's going to help people find out who they want to be and know that they've got support there.
Definitely. I agree with that. Now get in the comments too, let me know your score predictions as well. Now if you want to watch today's game, make sure you go to live at salfordcityfc.co.uk. It is the only way to watch the game today. Make sure you support the club as well. You'll get full replays and commentary in there as well. So make sure you check it out and support the boys. Now, Richie Wellens was talking to us in the preview about what his thoughts on the game were, and it was going to be a tough battle. He also said that there was a concern about Ash Hunter with potentially a shoulder injury. Do you think that was a tactic really to put Cheltenham off the game maybe now that he's starting today?
I think so, because Ash Hunter is a very characteristic player, and he does have things that other players don't have, and he's very quick. He's pretty much like Sonic the Hedgehog in a way. And when you've got a quick player, it does put the other teams under pressure. And so I think tactics may need to be changed if he does, well, when he does show his face on today's squad. So I do think it is going to be a very tough game for this team today.
Definitely, and as well as that with Ash Hunter, so if you haven't seen it on Soccer AM today, Ash Hunter was part of the goals of the week. He's been scoring some incredible goals, and he's very dangerous, isn't constant. No matter what area he's in, he only scores worldies, doesn't he?
When he has the ball at his feet, it's a different game.
It definitely is. Now, it's one of them where it could have been a little tactic that Rich Barnes was saying that Ash Hunter might have had a shoulder injury today. But if you want to find out fully what Richie said in his preview, this is what he said.
Oh, Richie, a big double header coming up against Cheltenham and Newport. They're the sort of games that everyone wants to be involved in, as the cliche goes.
Well, I think when you're chasing teams like Cheltenham, like Newport, they're the games that you want to play because, if you win the game, you actually make 3 points up on them. But, Cheltenham, really good season last year under Michael Duff. He's done a terrific job down there and, no secrets about the way that they play. Very strong defensively, defend the box very well. And then they're a threat with the long throws and the balls in the opposition box. It's a tight pitch at Cheltenham, and the home record is very, very good. But we're at home, so we'll be looking to take the 3 points.
And they were one of the challengers last year. They might feel aggrieved that they didn't go up. Are you surprised to see them make the start that they have done?
I'm not, because I look at the the teams that are at the top of the table, and they're the teams that have not really done much recruitment in the summer. So the settled teams, obviously with the nature of the way the pre-season was and the nature of the way that the early season has gone, I think you've seen a lot of teams that have had quite a bit of stability over the last 2 or 3 years start really well.
As for ourselves, starting to find some consistency, and obviously the win at Barrow last week was a massive one. Is it looking to carry on that positivity and bring it back to the Peninsula Stadium?
Of course. And I mean, no, people would have looked at that and thought that we had a divine right to go to Barrow and win. But, with the pitch the way it is, and David Dunn's got them, every single player working for him. There'll be a lot of teams that go up to Barrow. And like I said, to you, Will, they've drawn 6 games at home. They've only been beaten once before we beat them. So to lose 1 in 8 is a difficult place to go. So it was a good result. Now we're back home. We've got a double header Saturday, Tuesday, 2 home games. And we're looking for 2 good performances and 2 wins.
Do you think it's going to be strange going back to playing behind closed doors again?
To be honest, when we played in front of supporters at Carlisle, that was even stranger, to be honest, because we go so long without no supporters. Sorry, it was actually a really strange environment when you actually come back and see supporters there. So I think because we've not had any home supporters ourselves, I think we'll just, we're quite used to it now. We'll just get on with it, and then hopefully December the 19th, supporters will be back in our home stadium.
And just lastly for me, any update on team injuries? Obviously, we saw Richie come on and was forced off last weekend.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, Richie will be out for a little bit of time. He's redone the same injury, but in a different area. So that's a big blow for us, because you can you see the 15, 20 minutes on the pitch, at the quality and the composure that he gives us. Ash Hunter's struggling with a shoulder injury. And then you've got, obviously, Gibson's out for the season, and James Wilson will still be out. So we are quite thin on the ground in terms of numbers, especially in midfield. We're quite light. Alex Denny has come in and done a really good job. So it's an opportunity for the players to come in and do a job for us.
So that is what the manager Richie Wellens has said on today's game and about the week as well and how it's been. Now, thank you for your score predictions and all your live comments that are coming in right now. So we'll just flicker through some of them. We have got Kian on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. He says Manny Desiree should start well. We've also saying that Kian says that Desiree, he thinks will have a better start than Hunter if he comes on. So it's quite big words that. Manny Desiree has been showing off quite a bit with the goals recently.
Yeah.
A lot of confidence to him. Now, I wanted to ask from your perspective, Grace. Obviously, when you first started with Salford City Lionesses, you were new to the team, and obviously there was another keeper there, Jess Duke, and she had the starting place, and it seems that you're now starting. What kind of moves do you think you'll have to make in the playing game to kind of get to be that starting lineup?
I think it's just when you're in training, you've got to give your all, and you've got to sort of be, well, I'm here now, so I'm going to challenge you for this place, and I think I deserve this place. And it's also like with Jets, it's never a negative competition, so that's what makes it easier to deal with as well at the same time. But it is that pushing one another, because you've got someone at your heels, you're gonna want to push, and you want that drive because you want to be that number one. So I think it's just like if you've got the drive and the passion for it, then I do think that spot's easy to get.
Definitely, and with Jess Duke as well, our number one at Salford City Lionesses, you wouldn't be as good as you were if Jess wouldn't be as good as she was, and it's the way it works, isn't it? I think with Manny Dizaroué, with the way he's going at the minute, he gets on with everyone. Everyone sees the big smile on his face all the time, and the way he gets on with all the players, you can tell that it's friendly competition, isn't it?
It's never bitter.
Yeah.
It's never like, well, you took my space, so it's not the childish business. It's always, how can I push better to be better than him, or how can I be like him, so then you can get your spot. So I do think if you've got that healthy competition, then it's a passionate game you're playing.
It definitely is. Now, before we go through the score predictions and before we get your score predictions, so get your thinking cap on, Grace, because we need to know what your score prediction is. Hopefully you'll tell us a good one, a healthy one, so we'll keep our fingers crossed for that. But before all that, as we said, Manny Dizaroué has been a bit of a star recently with his goals, so check out this brace from earlier this week.
Here's Redbutt. He's moved wider in the second half to the left, and here is passing field towards Callum Wright is missed. Fielding clears it. Dizaroué giving chase. He's breezed in front of his man. Manny Dizaroué 1-on-1 now with Solashek. Dispatches it away. It's a great finish and a great ball by Manny Dizaroué. That's his second and 2 in the competition, or in his last 2. Forward into Callum Wright. Didn't quite fancy it there. He's not a great pass as Laughlin into the area, takes the shot himself, it's spilled, and Dizaroué was on hand to tap it in. A very simple finish for the front man. Laughlin's shot from a narrow angle, parried by Stolshik into a bad area, and Dizaroué taps in the second.
So those are Manny Dizaroué's goals this week. Hopefully he will get Salford City some this week if he comes off the bench today. Now, we said it's going to be a tough game. You guys at home, you've been giving me some brilliant score predictions, very, very different. Let's go through them right now. We have got Sean Andrew, thank you for tuning in on Facebook. He says, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Salford City. I like that. 2-0, solid. Definitely is. We've got Stuart Neal as well. He says, there's some tough games coming up, so I'm going for 2-0 to Salford. Appreciate that, Stuart. Thank you for tuning in. We've got Gene Rogers who says, good luck, Salford. We've got Leo Alcock who says 3-1 to Salford, so that sounds a little bit tough. And Leo, I want to know as well, who's going to go up first? Are we going to concede early and then go on to win 3 goals? I want to know if I need to be nervous or not for this game. Because when there's plenty of goals, you just don't know how it's going to go, do you? Definitely. Now, YouTube as well, thank you for all you guys tuning in. You've got Jez Fish, thank you Jez for tuning in. He says 3-0 Salford coming up. Can you feel it? Yes, I feel it. So I like these positive vibes. I really do. Jez also says the like button is smashed. And he also says that I love this channel, makes my week this show, buzzing for the game. So thank you. We appreciate that, don't we, Grace?
Yes, we do.
We definitely do. So thank you for tuning in to Jez and for your loyal viewership. You've got Michael Johnson as well, interesting lineup. Again, second in the league. We need to start well from the first whistle. A nice early goal will settle the team and give us something to hold. Ian Henderson to bag in the first 10 minutes. Now, I'd love Ian Henderson to get a goal. What a lovely chap he is, as well as that, and he works very, very hard in training. Do you think that he could be the man to score us a goal today?
I do think he could probably be one of the man scorers today. Hopefully Ashland as well, because he's very nimble. So I do think
nimble's probably the right word for Ash.
So I do think I think it's going to be Ian Henderson and probably Ashland.
Okay. Now, full score prediction from you, Grace.
2-1, I want to say.
2-1?
2-1.
Okay, now, what minute are Salford's goals going to be in?
I want to go with halfway through the first half, so about 20-minute mark.
Okay.
21-minute mark. And then probably start of the second half.
What minute are you going to go for?
Probably 50.
Oh, 50. Okay.
50.
Okay, I like that. When do you think Cheltenham will score that 1 goal then?
I probably want to say at the start of the first half.
Okay.
Because they want to show that they're here to win it.
Okay.
So I think Salford are going to build it up and then say, well, no, we're actually here to win it, and then just win the game.
Well, I respect that. I mean, a win is a win at the end of the day. Very surprised as a keeper you're not giving Vadslav a clean sheet though.
Well, sometimes it could probably be a really tough game. At the end of the day, get a clean sheet is a bonus.
Okay. Nice having that keeper's view on that. Hopefully I won't be too nervous during this game. Now, we've also got some more score predictions coming in, but you're all talking about Henderson, Manny. There's a few you talk about all these different players. If you want to find out how they got on in training this week, here's an inside look on Inside Training. So that was our look at Inside Training. Good little insight there and stuff. A few laughs here and there along the way. Hopefully the boys will be smiling today. Now we've got some more score predictions, so thank you for sending them in. We have got Dave Farrar. He said that's going to be a tough game. He is going for 2-0 to the Ammies. He's hoping that we break the curse because he said that we've played 7 games at home against Southwest teams in the EFL and not won one of them, so let's break that curse. Do you think we can break that curse today?
Fingers crossed today.
Fingers crossed we will, so hopefully we can go for it. We've got Christopher. He said, I lived in Cheltenham years ago, so then I know they're not a bad team, but I'm now living in Salford, so for me, Salford are going to win 2-1. So go with your score prediction, Grace.
I think it's a very reasonable score prediction.
Yeah, I definitely think it is reasonable. Hopefully your score prediction will come right, and we'll find out at half time if you're anywhere nearer to that score prediction. We'll go off the minutes. You said the 20th for the first goal and about the 50th for the second for Salford. You never know, could it be right? Get in the comments right now, let me know what you think. Grace Pomfret's prediction is going to be right. We'll find out. Hopefully it is.
Hopefully it is.
Otherwise I might have to switch that score prediction at half time, Grace. You never know.
Never know.
But we've got some more score predictions too. We've got Paul Lomas who says, I'm going for a tight close game, 4-0 to the Ammies. I love that attitude. Definitely, yeah. Very close game with 4-0. Hopefully 4-0 will be a positive score prediction for us. I mean, that would be incredible, wouldn't it, 4-0?
4-0, yeah, definitely.
We'd be very excited here in the TalkTalk studio, that's for sure if it was. We've also got Jay Gargan that says, I think it's going to be 2-2, and then I think Manny will score the winner in the 88th minute. So, that's a very, very big score prediction right there. Definitely going to make me nervous, so I love you guys making me feel nervous right here.
Very on edge. Score
Very on
prediction.
edge. How good would that be though, scoring in the 88th minute?
It's always one of them when you celebrate at the very last moment. You pretty much just won the game.
You definitely will. I've got to watch you, to be fair now. What would be your go-to celebration?
I don't actually know. I've never really thought about that one.
I mean, let me know if that score prediction is right, if Jay Gargan's score prediction is right and it is 2-2, and then Manny Gizaruma will score them in the 88th minute, how would you celebrate? Let me know in the comments right now. We will talk about it at half-time too, because I do love it when you guys give me these score predictions, because it always makes it just that little bit interesting. We've got Michael Johnson is there that said, I'm loving the music in the background. That is, of course, our wonderful Andrew Gordon with his players today. Our stadium announcer, he's a jack of all trades really, but with all the jobs he does around here, so his tracks are amazing. Hopefully, if you missed it in lockdown we did some playlists and stuff, some Salford playlists of his that he plays at the ground too. But you'll be able to listen to him as well if you watch the game and live at salfordcityfc.co.uk. Make sure you check it out as well. There'll be full replays and full commentary in there too, so make sure you support the boys and give it a watch. We've got some time for a couple more score predictions as well, a couple more comments I should say. We've got Alex, thank you for tuning in on YouTube. He says Ash Hunter to score any time, so you've got some confidence there in Ash Hunter as well.
Yeah.
I feel like that is definitely some scores from you as well. We have got a Russian follower on YouTube, thank you for watching all the way from there. He says Salford will score 2 goals today. 2 goals, definitely. I like that. 2-0. We've also got a question going, the pitch has got snow in it. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Definitely doesn't. It's a little bit damp. What you're probably seeing is this beautiful TalkTalk branding right here. So, it definitely isn't snow. So do not panic, guys. I mean, it's not that cold just yet. It's cold, but no, not that cold. So make sure you check out the full game on live at salfordcityfc.co.uk. Dirty Old Town will be playing very, very shortly. So it is nearly time for kick-off. We will see you at half-time. We'll be talking through how the game's gone so far and finding out if your score prediction will be right. So make sure you tune in to us at half-time on Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. But before that, you best go get your match pass at live.salfordcityfc.co.uk. We'll see you very soon.